think we're recording. Good, we are. Hello everyone, welcome back to another news video. We've got Ethan.
Hello.
Yes, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! News today. Beginning with the most recent reveal of the OTS reprints.
Which are always fun to talk about.
Yeah, the fun part is that we're probably not going to be seeing these for another couple months. No official events.
No, I mean it's gonna be. I mean, we're just gonna wait and see because Konami works on a global space, scale. It can't just release all the restrictions for a single country.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, it's kind of their own fault for how they run things, but at
Yeah,
the same
but
time, it's like,
there's another thing we have to talk about with the OTS revealed is what is the ban list is going to look like? Because isn't the new ban
oh
list
yeah,
due for next month? And then we had no physical events to judge what to be banned. So how is Konami going to be judging what
I.
cards need to be limited in that?
It's a good point, and honestly, I don't think Konami is going to release a ban list
I think
at all.
that's also viable, but yet again,
Be- be-
they could just listen to like social media presence, or maybe they even might run some polls. That's the thing. So who knows?
I mean, that is a possibility, but it's also Konami who managed to mess had the whole what's it called, the dueling thing, dueling network, or
Yeah,
whatever
oh god, that was funny.
network,
That was really funny.
and then the Discord server shut down in 3 hours.
I was part of those raids.
I was, I mean, I was in there just watching the chaos, and I was like, "This is great."
Oh god, that
Konami
was
doesn't know what it's doing. Let's
it's
be honest.
so good. But no, I feel like the banners, if they don't even ban cards, they might just unlimit a bunch of cards and see what happens.
That that's also a possibility because even with the Metascape, testing cards coming off the ban list is still a possibility.
Yeah,
Like how they did with sort of the
yeah, that's what I think
Storm
they did
Dragon
with
War,
like Inzectors, and then slowly bringing back Necroface to free.
and then this Storm um, Dragon Roller came back, sort of testing the waters with that.
Yeah, but
I mean, I mean it hasn't. I mean, in retrospect, it hasn't really done much for the meta. So gonna
yeah,
leave that and say at one, it's fine.
yeah. So
The
yeah.
real concern is out with the other three.
Hmm. Yeah, especially with the meta being so focused around secret slayers right now, because Eldritch and Anapac, Animatia, I do not know how to pronounce the actual TCG name, but with the meta being
Oh
so
no, I
focused
don't
on those
either.
two archetypes, I think Vika is in there somewhere as well, but seeing in fact Vika is incredibly cheap, because in fact I was given a bunch of Vika cards for free when I was getting my Nemesis core,
Yeah, it's weird, but cool at the same time.
and you also have
The guy,
people saying that Thunder Dragons can make a comeback with Nemesis, so
that's true. I mean, the whole banish mechanic and stuff still is there in there, and they can have some sort of synergy. However, my only concern with if that even is going to be a thing is ratios. Like I think that if that's gonna work, it's gonna have to be a 60 card deck.
yeah, exactly. But
So,
Thunder Dragons they kind of benefit from being in the graveyard to begin with, so
yeah,
that's gonna be
it has
interesting.
it has potential, but it's like the waters are too murky. Clear, definitely.
Exactly. But anyway, let's enough stalling. Let's talk about the reprints, starting with the Ultimate Rares, and that is quite interesting.
Actually, I think the first two are kind of deserved because
I
the
understand
meta
Abystrella, but Book of Moon and Raphilia,
Raphilia is sort of a response to the trap heavy decks that we've been seeing being released.
yeah,
Konami knows that if you want to if you because let's be honest, Rafflesia is still sort of generic,
yeah, she
and
is,
I mean,
but
yeah,
she only works with trap
she's
holes. That's the thing.
yeah, that's I mean, again, I see where Konami's coming from. I don't think it's a good spot at all, but like I see why Konami it's to do with all the trap hip.
Yeah, it's actually
But
thing.
also
We might be going back
Konami's
into
like,
hat matter.
yeah, and I mean Hat Metal wasn't too bad though, to
Yeah,
be honest.
exactly. But there might be
I
paying for
would
that.
play through another hat.
No,
Anyway, as for Book of Moon,
I'm pretty sure that has an
I
ulti already.
don't. Yeah, I also swear that has an ulti,
So
but
ulti replay.
I mean I think this might be a sign that Book of Moon coming off the ban, like off the ban list, not ban list, limited list onto the semi-limited, or even because like
Hmm.
we've had Book of Moon at one for a while, and it hasn't really done anything.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it's like it's something that flip decks as well.
Exactly.
So like, because like, we know how much Konami push flip decks
Hmm.
in a positive direction, but like we have Book of Moon ban.
Yeah.
Oh, not ban,
Hmm.
but it's
Yeah.
the same sort of like
Hmm.
it is a conundrum.
Hmm.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to go pick up the phone.
Yeah.
BRB.
Well, even does that, we can just quickly scroll down and look at all these supers, and that's. Huh. Junk Speeder already? That's a. How long ago was it since Junk Speeder was printed? And that was a ulti, so why print it as a super? So it was a guaranteed ulti on top of that. Is it? Unless I'm not thinking of the right card. No, I am thinking of the right card. Huh.
What are we talking about?
So we're looking at the supers now, and I'm just wondering why they're really reprinting Junk Speeder.
Ah, yes, Junk Speeder. That is an interesting choice, but I also understand it is because now that we've hit Master Rule 5, well, 5. Anyway, like, synchro decks are going to be coming back slow, like, kind of coming back slower and stronger
Yeah.
with the whole, like, especially with all the junk support and all that being a thing. Like, it's only a matter of time before they print a card they think is balanced, and then whoops, Synchro spam is back.
Yeah.
Let's be fair, they're already. I mean, yes, Level Eater was a great way to stop the most of that combination,
Yeah.
but
But you know.
they misstep one time. It's back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same with
Especially with
it's the same with all.
Atlantean Mermails being a really strong like synchro deck already. Because I fought one at my locals this Thursday, right? And then they just had a board turn 5 that had the generic elemental warlord. They had
Oh yeah,
needle fiber. They had I think I got crystal winged as well. And
yeah.
then it was
It can be
absurd.
insane if it's left on its own.
Yeah, but let's just talk about all these super weapons because they definitely cater to possible meta decks here. Like Deep Sea Diva is obviously catering to the new water
Deep
diva
sea,
support. Yeah,
deep
exactly.
sea stuff. Yeah,
Scrap
Scrap Golem.
Scrap Golem is
That's
purely there as part of the scrap engine that all cost runs.
true.
Both the spiral cards
Scrap.
is kind of like going, yeah, we want spirals to be a thing.
Yeah, but also like they've kind of missed their mark as well.
Exactly.
ABC Buster Dragon.
It was
I
limited. Why?
Why they just limited it in the last ban list.
Exactly.
They just hit it. Why did Crystal Wing? It's Crystal Wing.
Yeah.
Move on.
Bahamut.
Well, I mean, water decks in general have been showing up
Yeah.
rapid success. Like
Yeah.
I've played against a few shark decks, and they've been doing some interesting
Oh
things
no,
as
not
well.
more sharks.
So it's like, I
2020 is
I kind
the
of
year of water and Vok.
oh yeah, two underutilized attributes and types.
Now they got some busted ass support.
Oh yeah.
Well, not busted
See,
enough
this
to
is like
make
this.
Trimads playable though.
No, not at all. But moving on. Where art thou?
That's
This
just
is the
there for
questionable one.
Murphy. That's Murphy
Oh yeah, true,
right there.
true. I thought it was a little bit questionable because there's not a lot of like level ones going around at the time. But never mind.
Yeah, and then we go
Um,
down to
oh man.
commons. Oh wow.
Yeah, because we
Wait,
Goblin King, Lady of in
Ultimate
Wait,
Tolkien getting a
Dimensional.
common print?
What?
Ultima Tolskin. Ultima Tolskin. That's the Crimson Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mud Dragon is probably the best card on that in the commons list. Because Floodgate is still alright, but like
Yeah, I
it's
can't pronounce it.
not as like relevant.
Yeah.
But Money Mud Dragon is the biggest sell for common.
Is Goblin King supposed to be our OCG import?
I think so. Goblin King isn't even that good, so
God damn it. Why they keep stolen? Give us Spite Snail already. I need the plate injectors. No one will get that, but it's fine. Dimensional Prison, XYZ unit. Formula Synchron, that's gonna be good.
eh,
Dimension
Formula
Fortress weapon. Oh god, I think I remember this.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad if I remember.
Which I can
Card.
Dimension. Was it Dimension Fort? Dimension
Fortress
Fort.
weapon.
Cards can't be sent from deck to graveyard.
Bad.
Level 4. And it's a dark
I
machine.
mean, if you're playing in Inspector Board Lockdown, sure.
Hmm.
I don't know who's playing that right now, but whatever.
Oh, I was about to say, why is Dimension Fusion unbanned? Then I realised my ban list wasn't set to anything, so... Oh. Whew. Near had a heart attack there. Alright, Dimensional Prison, I don't remember. Wait, no, I think I remember this. This is
Dimensional
the...
Prison. This is the one that banishes when when a monster attacks.
That's what I was about to say.
That's It's decent. It's decent. It's not a good pick, but it's decent.
Gravity Collapse. I think I also know what this is. No, it's
Gravity Collapse, the
counter.
one that switches all of them.
No, is it? When
Switches
your
all of them.
opponent would summon monsters, send one's face-up synchro monster you control to the graveyard, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. And your opponent cannot summon a monster until the end of this turn.
Huh. That's not what I thought it was. Oh no, it was Gravity Reverse I'm talking about. No,
Yes.
Gravity Collapse.
That's... Oh
That's
god,
right.
they're giving... With Needle Fiber as well, Jesus.
Yeah.
Because remember, Needle
Not
Fiber
a
can just
good-
swap out into, like, Form of Synchron, draw a card, and then you just can just go... Gravity Collapse, boom, you can't do anything that turn.
Sure.
And that's the comment. Spore. Oh no.
It's Spore. Why is it here?
Rika. I don't know why.
The commons are very lackluster outside of like cards.
Yeah, just Boneless Trap Hole, that's a good reprint in general. And then Floodgate Trap Hole, also a really good one.
Good one, but like not as relevant.
I need to pick up my Floodgates for my Nemesis deck. Because I got all the Nemesis cards now, except for the quick plays. And now I just need to get all the really expensive stun cards. Like, I paid $6 for a Crackdown.
Oh yeah, Crackdown is not a good card
I
to play
need
by.
2 more. No, the thing is, with Crackdown and Nemesis, you can just crack down one of the monsters.
I know.
And then you just...
I know.
And then you can just go, I'm going to use it as part of cost for my boss monsters.
Yeah, the big boys.
It's just more... It's Kaiju with more steps.
It's a better kind.
So anyway, what do we think on the OTS in general? Because I think it's a bit weird.
I mean, there's some good picks in there, but there's also some weird picks, and so it's like it's sort of meh.
I think you're
like
going to get
in
your money's worth in just the super rares, to be honest. The ulti's not really much.
No, just if you pull a super, I mean, you're guaranteed to pull once. So yeah, the supers make up for it, but like, it's still sort of a meh. like like OTS. So I would say like
Hmm.
you can get past just like giving your OTS someone else.
Hmm. Also,
Like
something we should just bring up real quick is that we did not mention the lady in white because we don't want to mention skull servants.
and Skull Servants are still dead.
Oh
The only
yeah,
re-
I still see some people playing them.
I only see them playing it in Speed Duel.
That's fair. Yes, a good point. Let's move on. uh,
Okay, on to my
yes, time for
monsters.
Ethan's collection nightmare to begin again. It's the Numeron cards.
And I still haven't even completed the number collection yet, so rip me.
Yep. Oh god, I when I looked at this, I went, "Oh my god, this is just an engine." Like you just
Oh, it
run it
is.
all at one-offs, and it's just an engine.
I want to explain, but I do have like I'm gonna talk about each card individually, and then I'm gonna give an overall thing because like I do have an overall thing to say about these cards.
Alright.
Just not only from a collector's standpoint, but from a game standpoint. I do have some very strong things about it.
Yeah.
So let's just go into the only monster.
Well, we mean the only main deck monster, Numeron Wall, which is a level 1
Yeah.
dark, so, you know, you should be very terrified of it. Because that means it can
Oh yeah,
be.
because one for one, uh, all sorts of level shenanigans.
Yeah. Oh, God. So, yeah, if you control no cards, or every card you control is Numeron Wall, so I guess. Does it mean it just itself, or does it have the XYZs?
Uh, no, because they don't. They're not
Yeah, because yeah, they're gates, never mind. So if you have this on the field already, okay,
like it. It's just an opening play card.
yeah, you can send this card from your
Basically, add.
hand or the face or your field or the graveyard. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then just take one Numeron roll from your hand or deck and activate it.
Yep, Numeron
It is a quick effect,
which is
so
the
you
spell card,
can use it during your opponent's turn.
which we'll get into because like the next card is kind of relevant. In fact,
Yeah, then when you take battle damage,
kind
special
of.
summon this card from your hand. If you do, end the battle phase. Oh wow,
But it also has battle protection. Yeah,
that's a stole. That's disgusting. Okay then.
I mean it's kind of necessary because you can only have 3 copies of it, and it's your only playmaker unless you just flat draw a Numeron network,
Alright
which is
then.
good.
I presume this is going to be the big boss monster, the Chaos Gate. Chaos number 1,
Chaos
Gate
number
of
one.
Chaos, Numeron Sanya. Jesus Christ.
Yes. 2,000 attack, 10,000 defense. Materials, no one's going to summon it this way, but all level 2 monsters. Such a costly cost. You can also exceed summon this by using number 1,
Yeah, of course.
which contact rank up is still best rank up. Um,
Exactly, but no rank
it's
up
first.
is best
It's
rank up.
if this card is succeeds summon banish all monsters on field. Suck. Second, once during your next standby phase, after this card is banished, you special summon it back, but inflicts damage equal to the total attack of all XC's monsters back.
On top of that, I believe you can permanently double all Numeron's attack cards, so that could just be a very easy FTK setup, possibly. Or no, because it takes 2
Yeah,
turns, never mind. It will be a very easy OTK setup.
yes, if but like it, I mean it's fairly easy, but it's like also you're still leaving your opponent a turn to try and fix right himself. So it's like you can't really guarantee the FTK
Yeah,
because it takes 2 turns.
here's the thing, you also need to be controlling the field spell, so you could possibly delay that OTK by just
Hmm.
going, you know. boom,
Oh,
remove during your turn because that's be during your next standby phase. So there is a
yeah,
turn breathing room.
yeah, but like, I mean, if they just MST the field spell, it's not coming back. Damage.
Exactly, unless they
Sorry,
commit
so
to battle damage. Wait.
or field barrier, because that's still a thing.
Oh yeah, they could play Mystic Mine in this deck. Oh no.
Anyway, moving on because there's not much else to say about it. That's all it really does.
Number one gate, Numeron Ekim. It sounds like a Pokemon. I believe all the gates are share their ability to not be destroyed by battle.
Yes,
So they
which
can't
is
be moved
good.
by other means, which is, whew, thank God. And then I believe they'll have the same effect where they can just double their attack for the rest of this turn.
Yeah, all of them do, but just double checking. Yep.
Okay, cool. So we just need an artifact that they're all boring rank up ones and they don't do anything outside of just contributing.
So yeah. Then we have the field spell,
Wow,
Numeron
wait a minute.
Network.
They'll require 3 monsters to summon? Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. This deck has a lot sort of set up than I thought. Oh, I know the filter was a
But
thing.
then you have Numeron Wall,
Yeah, never mind.
and then you have all the level 1 spam cards that are generic as heck, because there are
Okay.
still a lot of those thanks to bloody Yuma.
God damn it. Anyway, during your main phase, this is the field spell by the way, you can send one new one normal cell that meets its activation conditions. We're gonna have to look up how many new one cards exist. From your deck to the
There's only the ones
graveyard.
in this list.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's not outside of the rank up card, but that does 2 rank up, so you're not playing it anyway.
Okay, good.
Oh, but you can do that. All right, yeah, I forgot about Zaxel. Moving on.
Oh, you can Zexal? Ah! Then the screen out. Yeah, there's rank down as well.
Yeah,
But that's for
but
Utopia.
that, yeah, but like you can still discard the Numeron rank ups for Zaxel.
Oh, wait a minute. This deck can make number 100.
That's also true. It can make
That's...
number 199.
Oh, no.
Moving on
Oh.
to the second effect.
Effects of
Effects
new
of
one next...
Numeron Extinction.
Yeah, it can just do it without material.
Yeah, which isn't a bad effect, but like at the same time, it's like getting them on the field in the first place has.
Right, then in that case... Da, da, da.
Then we're moving on to Numeron Direct.
Oh, Coaling. If new one is in your
Or
field spell and you control no monsters, summon up to 4 new one gates. Yep, but then banish them during the end phase.
which is more set up for Zaxel, or number 100, or even number 99.
Exactly, and then you have network on the wall. They can just activate their doubling effects.
Yes, it's okay. This is where from a collection standpoint, these cards are great for number collectors because we finally have all
That's
numbers
reasonable.
from 1 to 107,
Hmm.
including chaos. But from a gameplay standpoint, this is a giant engine to zone out Zexal number 99 or number 100, and
Uh, well, number
it's
100
bad at it.
doesn't seem that good.
It's not that good. But like still, overall, that's all these cards do. Like they're a giant engine for either Zexal 99 or 100.
Yeah,
I
Utopia
mean, you
Dragon, I
could
think
go.
I'd rather summon.
I mean, you could go for the Chaos one,
Hmm.
and then just FTK. But like at the same time, it's like, let's be fair. The out of the 4 options of what this deck will do, um, I kind of have to say that number 1 doesn't seem that good in comparison to the other options.
Hmm.
Even like, because let's be honest, number 1's like whole FTK setup thing is just easily disrupted
Hmm.
because all you have to do is pop a field spell, and every single deck has in archetype spell trap destruction
Hmm.
one. 2, like even number 100, even if you get, even if you're playing that, you can still do a lot more. You can
Mm.
like number 1 because all it does is FTK and that's it. If it messes up, that it's stuck. Whereas Numeron Dragon still has like other effects to keep it going,
Mm.
and like the same can apply to number 99 and Zexel.
Mm.
So it's like again, gameplay wise, like let's be fair. Even if we're making a number based deck, this engine takes up too much.
Exactly.
It like it, if you go, even if you're not going FTK route, you're putting 5 cards into your extra deck, and then you have 10 left. 10 that you probably going to be dedicating to combos, which means you don't have a lot of options when you go into your extra decks.
Mm.
So it's like, it's just not worth it. Like, it's a good attempt to make them seem like a like big bad boss, like archetype
Mm.
that you would see in the anime. But like, it's again follows the same problem as most anime boss monsters is they're just too easy to disrupt. They're too what's another word? They just try too hard, don't have any payoff.
Exactly. So yeah, anyway, with even summing up all my thoughts as well, let's move on away from this to probably something
Yes.
more interesting. The Meklord cards.
I've played Meklords for a little while on EDO Pro.
I think I'll rather fight
Boy,
Meklords than Time Lords when it comes to 5D era boss decks.
absolutely.
So,
I will I will say this. Um, we can ignore the Meklord army now. If you're playing Meklords, you can now just circumvent the idea of playing the Meklord army cards, which are just really bad in general,
unless you
and just
really don't
play.
want to be using rank 4s.
No, because you have silver and gold gadget to
Oh, good
circumvent it.
point.
So like,
Uh,
you still have access to Giga and X to search out your big boss monsters, which are all level 1s.
no then.
So like, yeah, there's like, thanks to the new sport, we no longer have to play the really bad cards to get to the good cards.
Oh, so
I mean, you can still do it if you want,
what's
because
the
the consist.
context to this old man running really fast?
He decided he didn't want to use a bike.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad I never watched 5Ds.
Yeah, you did. You just didn't watch all the way through.
Exactly, I'm glad I stopped. Around
Where did you stop again?
season 1, when, like, it's like Jack, Yusei, and Crow fighting the guy with the Earthbounds and that eat up.
Oh yeah, that's the good. That was the good. That's the good bits. Okay, you good.
Okay, good. So the first one is I can hear someone next door revving their car and it's annoying me.
Anyway,
Yeah,
um,
anyway, I hope you can't hear
it,
it.
that description of someone outside your house kind of fits the description of this card.
Yes. So Meklord
This is
Astro Dragon Triskelia is a level 10 dark machine. It can only be special summoned by banishing 3 Meklord monsters of different names from your graveyard. So I guess this is supposed to be the new boss monster.
this is a old Winkin because Granol is still very powerful. Um, basically, if you're starting to run out of like the big boss monster mech boards, you can now banish them to get a solid boss monster in the field. Because remember that the old boss monsters all had effects based on sync.
Yeah,
Two of them had effects
synchros.
based on synchros.
Yeah.
Like Granel was the only one that didn't, which is why it is the main play of the deck is get Granel on board for a 4K stick and wall.
Oh, what a fucking dickhead this is. Just look at your opponent's extra deck and take one of their monsters. Fucking
And equip it,
dickhead.
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking smack anyone who plays this against me.
Again, the setup again, it's an old win condition. You're probably playing only one of it anyway, and it's not searchable.
This is just giving me incentivization to play fucking not Meklords, fucking Monarchs again.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
This card
Um,
gets attack equal to the total attack of all monsters equipped to it by its effect. It's a very 3k wall. Why?
because they wanted to keep the same mechanic from before. Hence the whole analogy of just revving up your engine for no reason.
You mean the one that's happening next door to my room right now?
Yes, it's
Oh,
the same sort of effect. It's revving up his engine for no reason.
no, can I just
It's
complain
just
about
getting more
something? This
attack.
is this is irrelevant, but those neighbours always complain that I'm too late at night, and then they keep me up, and then they wake me up early in the morning with their stupid noises, so they can shut up. So anyway, third effect, while this card is equipped with a synchro monster, it can attack up to 3 times during the battle phase. So I guess the counter to this is don't play synchros in your deck.
Which is kind of hard since a lot of combo decks rely on playing Muddy Mud Dragon.
Yes, and also Needle Fiber. So I
Yeah,
feel like this is just gonna be like, you know how when Blue Eyes made Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and that was like pretty much a format assassin in a way,
yeah.
because Pendulum was the meta. I feel like this is what this is. This is just gonna be the format assassin to Needle Fiber decks.
And here's a fun little. Actually, I just realized there's a fun little thing you can do with this. Is if you play Foolish Burial or any cards that get machines into the graveyard, you
Mm,
can dump this and then activate Magnet Reverse to special summon itself.
exactly. Oh god no.
I think, if I remember correctly.
Well, it can only
That
be
card's
special.
rulings are a little weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the Nucleus Infinity Core.
Okay, level 1, so you can
Whew.
nurse 1 for 1 for it. It's normal or special, and it murders your Meklord spell traps. Alright, is there
It,
any good Meklord spell traps you want to be running in this?
let me remember.
I need to go
Yes,
look for it myself.
Assembly.
Okay,
Assembly.
good. Alright, so we don't need to consider the existence of any other Meklords.
I mean, if you're playing the Meklord Bomb card to blow up your monsters to get Ranel out of your hand, that too.
Hmm.
Because the because you want to blow up stuff to summon out you big boys.
So you don't want to be playing Fortissimo?
No.
What about Fortress?
Fortress? I don't think so.
Okay, good. Alright, good. Whew. Alright, so you
Because again,
can't.
avoiding Meklord army cards as much as possible.
It can't be destroyed by battle once per turn, okay, but it's okay, so you can special summon a Meklord from your hand or deck with a different attribute from the monsters you control, ignoring its special summoning condition. Also, the rest of this turn, only one monster you control can declare attack. So that's if you want to be able to pop it with one of your Meklord cards, which you can do, I believe. There's a lot of cards
Yes.
dedicated to that.
Here's a fun little thing: is you can actually also with this card you can get two of the big boys out
Oh no.
because you get one from your hand and then you get one from its effect from the deck. This is why the restriction that only one monster can attack this turn is a thing.
Okay.
Because, like, let's be honest, if you can just dump out double Granel, that would be hell. That's two 4K 4Ks on bit board.
Oh no. Meklord
Yeah,
Army. I'm sorry, this new level 4 looks like he just got like 3 of those DD scout planes and strapped it to himself.
yes. Also, we want to avoid him because all he does is mech army stuff, which is useless.
Okay, so we
No.
don't want to acknowledge the fact that he does rank 4 players and burns. Okay then.
I mean, yeah, I mean, let's be honest. If you are going to play the Mech Lord army cards anyway, it is a good card, okay? But like gold gadget and silver gadget better
Yeah, but his
because
thing.
every other
Alright, hear me out. Once I find the card, keep going.
because here's the thing: every other Mech Lord army card doesn't special summon itself outside of the field spell. So yes, this is a good card, but whereas silver and gold gadget win in the end is that they can summon any machine level 4 lower.
Yeah, but his thing.
Any.
How are you going to enable your Gaga Geo Division?
You're not.
But what about Evil Swarm Orbus?
You're not. Your whole no no.
Oh
The
wait,
only
no, it
reason
locks you to
Meklord's ever
machines.
played
Yeah.
yeah, and the only card that Meklord's played that is level 4 is Gigant X that can search out the big monsters. The only reason.
But think of this, right? You can summon Tin Archduke off of this.
Can we just stop now?
But Tin
I've
Archduke.
made my point.
Oh,
I've made my point.
fine.
Now moving on to Meklord Assembly, a continuous spell card.
When this card resolves, oh, thank God it says resolves. You can add one Meklord monster from your deck to the hand. Then you can discard one card, target one monster you control, destroy it. That's actually really good. And then
Yep.
if I face up Meklord control is destroyed by battle or effects, okay, they're shortening it now down to effects. You can target one other face up, fill spell trap on the field, destroy it.
Yeah. It's just fantastic because when like you add your big boy, you destroy one of your monsters on board, and then you get a free spell pop out of it.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's wow.
Like again,
That's
it's just so good. Like it's no, I mean, if you're still playing other Meklord cards, cool. But like this is the only one you need really.
yeah. And then I'm just looking at these things. Well, I think our audience is smart enough to know assembly is good. Let's move to control. Target one Meklord monster you control. That monster's attack becomes equal to the total original attack of all Meklord monsters on your field, but your opponent takes no battle damage from battles evolving that monster until the end of the turn.
It's useless.
Oh,
The
okay.
whole gimmick of Meklords is like raising their attack stats. Why is this a thing?
For really, really big beat sticks that won't now do any damage. But oh, and
That
then
can do
it
hardly any damage
and
anyways.
and it
Because
protects
like
them. Oh my god, this is useless. Never mind. Let's move on.
yes, and then go into the trap card. Full
Yes.
mercy of the Meklord Ast.
Okay then. What are we looking at here? Target female claw monster in your graveyard. Either add those monsters to your hand or special summon them, knowing their special condition. That's probably a one-off. And then you
It's a
can
one-off, but it's good recovery.
And then if you control an Astro, you can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy one single monster your opponent controls, and burn them. Yeah, that's a one-off.
Yeah,
That's
the
a
second
hard
effect
one.
is absolutely useless because, like, let's be honest, Astro you never play.
I mean,
We never played we never played Astro to begin with, let alone
yeah, but you have to
like
remember we have Meklord, Astro, Dragon, Triskler. Because it
does that
says
count?
here, yeah, it says here if you control a
Yeah.
Meklord Astro monster.
Ah, excellent. So that second effect can be, but like Astro anyway is already a like a one or two of anyway. So like one off is a justifiable.
Yes. I believe what's next is the Jinzo card, so I'll take the lead on this because I've been playing around with the new Jinzo
You know Jinzo better
cards.
than me.
Yes, and I've been playing around them with the new layer cards, so yay! Uh, okay, let's start with Menacing Android. Oh fuck it, just the Menacing Jinzo. That's a good name. It's actually I would say, somewhat decent retrain of Jinzo, but yet again, it also still supports original Jinzo. So, mm. um,
Um, someone pointed this out to me. Level.
yeah, level 7. It's not level 6. It's level 7. The good thing is that with Menacing Jinzo, it actually makes it viable if you're being me and playing Layer Jinzo. It's actually viable now to run the traps. But again, if you want to activate those traps, you're going to have to either do it when you don't have Jinzo on the board, or you're going to have to run Amplify, which is searchable now, given that, but that's a waste of space.
Yeah.
uh,
Even if you run it as a one of, it's just like dead space.
so yeah, if either player possesses traps in their field or graveyard, which is good for layer. You can special on this card from your hand, but it's level 6 for the rest of the turn. Oh wow, I didn't know it changes level to 6.
It should have just been level 6 to begin with and just ignore the effect.
Hmm.
Like that's something again. Someone pointed that out to me. It's like, why isn't it just level 6?
I have no idea. During either player's main phase, you can shoot this card, special summon one Jinzo from your hand or graveyard, and look at all the spell traps your opponent controls, and then destroy all the traps.
Oh, I just remembered why it's level 7 because it now needs 2 tributes instead of 1,
Exactly.
which is still dumb.
Yep. So anyway, we got Psycho Bounder, which is it's just your normal specialist voter, your Jinzos, and your back row cards now. So this is how you're
Okay.
gonna be searching the equip as well.
Yeah. I
But
mean, let's be honest. The other spells and traps are just better.
hmm. Yeah, and then if another monster you control is attacked by an opponent's monster before damage calculation, you can just destroy both those cards. Or you can destroy the attacking monster and this card. So it's a way to protect your Jinzos.
I like how it hints at the original card as well
Yes,
that it was based off.
exactly. That's actually a very nice touch. Also for context, I think for my ratios, I run two of the Menacing Jinzo. I know it sounds weird. I have my reasons. I'll explain to it when I show the deck list, and I'll stream that for Ethan to watch on his phone if his phone doesn't crash. And
That's my
then
PC, man.
yeah, well you can watch the stream on your phone now as well, so
Yeah.
that's the good thing. But if you join the watch the stream on your PC, it will force you to join on your PC.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest, my it's horrible at it.
Yeah, it's not even it's a laptop. But anyway, Psycho
Oh,
Bounder is a
laptop.
free off for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah. Who wouldn't?
Exactly. And then Psycho Giga Cyber, I'm just gonna say this now, I run it at 2. Is a rank 6 enabler with the go with Jinzo though. So but
Mm.
yeah, special summon this card. You'll see why I run it at 2. Special summon this card with this card's name using the way it's written in its first effect only once per turn. And then the second effect you can I think it's saying it I think it's supposed to be a soft effect, the second one, but I don't know. But
No. It's first is soft. Second is hard.
yeah, so if your opponent controls more spell traps than you do, especially on this card from your hand, so yeah, that's why I run it at 2. It can be bricky, and it's searchable if you want to summon it. So if you really want to, you can run it at 1, but I'd rather keep it at 2. When this card declares an attack on your opponent's effect monster while you control a Jinzo, tribute this card, place that monster in the back row as a continuous trap. That is a really weird effect, to be honest.
It is really weird, but like, yeah.
Unless it's letting you to enable more Cyber Gigas, more of those, or you just want to be able to disable cards, or make it easier to summon out your Jinzos. So I don't know. It's weird. Like all I can see is a weird 2 card setup. So you Giga Cyber, and then you get Menacing Jinzo out, and then Menacing Jinzo just blows it up and sends it to grave. So it's a
Yeah.
really weird roundabout to get rid of bigger beat sticks, I think.
I mean, it works, but like, it's. I mean, to be totally fair, like, this effect might get around, well, like, a.
Yeah, it's a bit weird and anyway, Law of the Cosmos. This is another roller. So if your opponent can set one trap card directly from the hand or deck, so it depends if it's detrimental or not. It really depends what
If it
kind of
goes
deck
through
you're
so
fighting.
much deck.
Yeah, but
Eh,
if they do, special summon one Jinzo from your deck. If they do not, you can only add that Jinzo or one monster. So it's up to them. Do they want to get a free trap on the field, but then have to deal with a Jinzo? Which, let's be honest, if you're playing this against meta, they probably will mainly say yes, because they can just be like, "I have a Kaiju in hand."
That's true, but also something that also I want to point out, they can't use their trap straight away. So like if they set an evenly match, blow it up.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's kind of a risky play. Like yes, they have well, I mean, kaiju's aren't space for kaiju, but
Yeah. But yeah,
they're
also the other thing is if they don't even run traps to begin with because they're playing a combo deck, you can't reuse it.
true. That is still a thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, but at least you're getting something out of it, regardless of whether they have a trap or not. So
Yeah.
it just has a better effect if they don't the trap set.
Yeah. And then we have In Touch with the Cosmos. I don't play this, I believe, and I think there's a good reason for that. You can send to Graver one monster control that's owned by your opponent. If I call none this support has you like controlling opponent's cards, but okay. And then you can special summon one machine monster from your hand or graveyard.
That's so specific.
And then during your opponent's draw phase, when they conduct their normal draw, while you draw a Jinzo, you can declare one type, look at the drawn card, and then if the drawn card type is among them, send this card to the graveyard. If you do, draw one card. Also, something I realized we didn't touch on any of the, because remember before they revealed like two of the one Meklord card, one Jinzo card, and that was its own separate article. So I'm gonna have to bring those up real quick.
I know what the other Meklord was. It was just a reach, guys. It was basically the same card, but a little bit better. So we can ignore that.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just bring up the other Jinzo card then, because it's a quick play and it's actually kind of useful. Oh yeah, I forgot there's also an XYZ now.
Yeah, that's right. This is rank
We'll,
6.
we'll talk about that after. So we can just agree, In Touch with the Cosmos is just really not in touch with the deck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Its effects are so counterproductive. But I mean, at least it's generic, I guess, because like you could use it in other decks that are based around that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's again, it's very odd.
Hmm. But yeah, then of course you got Reprints of Jinzo, Returner, which you don't be running, and Jector. Here's the thing, you're not getting reprints of Lord, and I think Lord is legitimately still one of the best Jinzo support cards, even if you're going to be
Absolutely,
running it as a one-off, so... Hmm,
like it's
yeah. So anyway, once Ethan comes back...
I'm here.
Good, okay, because you cut out, I was a bit worried.
Oh, whoops, I'm sorry.
Let me bring up the Jinzo deck so everyone can look at it. Uh, yeah, you know what? Maybe you don't need to look at this at all, Ethan. It's a bit shit looking when I think about it. But anyway, the other card is Cyber Energy Shock. So if you control a Jinzo, you have to control a Jinzo, which is quite easy because you know you have Jinzo, then you have Menacing Jinzo, and then you have Jinzo Ejector, which becomes a Jinzo on the field, Endgrave. But yeah, so if you control a Jinzo, target one card, destroy it, and if it was a trap, play one of these effects. So you can either negate a face-up card for the rest of the turn, or all Jinzo monsters permanently gain 800 attack. So I think that's where you're supposed to have another form of synergy with Giga Cyber.
Hmm?
Oh, Cyber Energy Shock. So, because you know how Giga Cyber turns a monster into
Yeah,
a
no,
trap.
no, I know.
So I think that's supposed to be like another weird synergy thing.
It's weird, but it kind of works.
Yeah. I mean, you can also use this in like as like kind of a punish if they do go for Law of the Cosmos, and you know they get their trap because you just know which one's the trap is, and you go boom, Cyber Energy Shock.
That's also true.
So yeah,
It it's it's fine.
yeah, and then they have XYZ, genetic rank 6, Jinzo Leia. Weird name. Detach one material from this card. Oh, wow, okay. Leia's justification for In Touch with the Cosmos. Because it lets you take
Oh,
control of a card.
that's why. It's
Yeah,
still bad.
yeah, it's still bad, but you can't activate its effects or attack.
But you can use it for link material.
Here's the thing, you can tribute one monster, and if you do, destroy one face-up monster. So you can just tribute that monster if you want. I am probably going to have to make room for it in my layer deck now. Oh god, I have to take out something. I don't need Bowl Sword. Bowl Sword's a silly card. Silly card. Put layer in there. Boom. So yeah, the audience is now looking at my Jinzo layer deck. As you see, I'm still not running any traps in the main deck. I put it all in the side deck. So if you really need to run traps, you can just side in like Lilith, Amplifier, and then one of the 3 virus cards that I put here, which is Grinning, Eradicator, and Deck Devastation.
Yes.
So yeah, so you can mainly, I think what you would do if you were doing that is you could just take out the Forbidden Chalices, and then maybe a couple of the main deck, like maybe even the Leviathans, because I run Leviathan. You just take out Leviathan for Lilith, and then I haven't really thought through. It's fine. Uh,
Yeah, no,
yeah, I think the
it's not.
new Jinzo support is good because again, it's still based on tubeting cards, which still give it surprisingly good synergy with Leia.
I, I mean, Layerhead did bring out a lot of with the dark tributing and stuff like
Yeah,
it. It it's pushed the game in a weird direction, thankfully.
yeah, it has a lot of good synergy. Which is because a lot of people, when I say, yeah, I play a deck called Jinzo Leia, and they go, what's the synergy there? Because they think Jinzo's gonna be turning off your Leia card, but in reality, Jinzo is actually just enabling like your
Oh yeah,
ability to get the other cards out that the Leia monsters out, which have still the ability to tribute monsters.
yeah. No, I absolutely get you.
So, and then when I explain that, they go, "Wow, that's actually really good." I'm
Mm.
like, but it's still a pile of trash. But it's an interesting
It,
idea.
it's still casual.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is very in line with the
This
channel.
synergy is nice, but like, it's just gonna be stuck in casual.
Yeah, it's a very fun, silly gimmick, which I like, and I like how the Jinzo cards still kind of enable that shooting ability of it,
Yeah.
which is nice. It makes you kind of think if Konami saw that video and went, "We must enable this man's retiredness." They didn't. Okay. Let's move on to the last set of cards. Merrick.
Can I just say, for starters, slime is now a viable archetype, and I don't like it
Yes, good old
at all.
slime. VAR reprint doesn't matter. Reactor slime.
Mm,
Ooh, it maintains summon tokens, but then those tokens can only be. The good thing is they add a restriction to it, and it locks you to Divine Beast. So that's what 4 cards.
yeah.
Yeah, just yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
either better place, tribute this card, set 1 metal reflect slime, and it can also be reflected, activated this turn. Good thing to
Yeah.
remember metal reflect slime as a card. Remember that
Yes.
card? I
Oh,
used to play it, and then you guys couldn't be over it. It was funny.
and then Daniel started playing it in trans, and we all hated it.
But it's level 8.
It's level 10.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway,
Uh,
it's
Guardian slime.
here's the thing. No. I just wanted to explain a little combo with this card.
Oh
So
god.
you play Reflector Slime. You get your 2 tokens. You tribute it for the Metal Reflect Slime. Then you play Revival Jam Breeding. Summons out another token. Then you still have your 3 tokens for that Divine Beast.
Ugh.
There's so much use to this card. It's dumb.
Then you have
I'm so glad
Guardian
they didn't let
Slime.
you. I'm so
Please.
glad they didn't let you summon the new fusion, the Egyptian god slime.
I just really don't wanna. I just wanna get through this. This is pain and agony.
Slime.
Guardian Slime. If you take battle effect damage, especially summon this card from your hand, could like take 200 of like burn damage from from trick stars, and suddenly they're just enabling you to make a rank 10.
Yep.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, and then if this card is sent from the field of graveyard, you can have one spell trap that specifically lists Wind Dragon Ra in it.
Yeah, but then you
So
get
it so it further adds you combo cards on its death.
exactly. But then you could also have the. It also can just summon it in defense if you just want it to be a defense wall.
Yes.
But that's only activated once per turn.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hang on, I'll be back. A coffee.
Oh, for God's sake. Alright, we're just gonna see drink all our farms for a little bit. Might just. Why is that cutout not loading in for layer? That's really weird. Huh. Nah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Oh, see decks. Well, I guess I could take this time to talk about some decks I'm working on. Mainly Super Quant. With Time Thief cards of all things. Why is Red and Madness Slayer not loading in? I need to take out Madness Slayer anyway. I'm still trying to figure out how to make this deck as well. It's such a weird deck to try and make. There we go. But yeah, yeah, I tried splashing it in with Time Thief cards mainly because it enables rank 4s, and then actually that's a very good question. Oh no, because then you go Chronocoder, and then Chronocoder does things.
What a mess.
Oh good, you're back at coffee. Alright, good, we can move on. I don't need to talk about Super Quants anymore.
Oh.
Yes.
Ancient chant.
Just add a Green Dragon of R from deck or grave to your hand, and then if you do, you can choose summon one monster this turn. Lovely.
Yep.
Yes, you can also banish this card from your graveyard. For the rest of this turn, any Winged Dragon Vase you choose to summon has its original attack or defense equal to the total original attack of the monsters used to. Well, here's the thing: how much attack does those slime set get?
The tokens. Let me have a look.
500. Haha! Eat shit, Winged Dragon of R.
But we also have.
Don't you dare bring up Vast Disciples! I swear to God.
I mean, that's a thing. But like, I was talking about Egyptian god slime.
Is this here? No, we're gonna have to bring it up. Ah, fuck.
I've got it up here.
Well, I need to bring it up for the audience
It's
to see
normal
as
fusion
well.
stuff. True. I'll just read it while you're getting it up. One Aqua monster plus one level 10 monster must be first fusion summoned or special summoned from the extract by attributing one level 10 Aqua monster with 0 attack. Sound familiar?
Oh, Guardian Slime, fuck.
And Metal Reflex time. This card can be tributed as 3 tributes for the tribute summon of a monster. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects. Also, their monsters cannot target monsters with attacks except God Slime. And it's a 3k for 3k. Yeah.
Fuck it. Nope. I refuse to bring up the existence of the ancient chant then. What's next? Millennium Revelation. Oh, it's the giant rock!
That adds you Monster Reborn.
Okay, so we have Anarchy Karibo, we have Panelum. No, Panelum doesn't do it. I'm absolutely lost now.
Lots of Monster Reborns. Anyway, yeah, if you can ditch a Raw for a Monster Reborn. Which is,
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then you can
Which,
just special summon but then you have to send all winged dragon lars you have special summoned by the effect of Monster Reborn. Then you have the trap, one with the Sun God. This is when Merrick
yeah,
decided to fuse himself with the Sun God.
yep,
Yep, okay. No, wait, it's not Merrick. Remember Merrick?
yes,
That's Merrick's
Merrick.
evil side. Melvin!
Great. Uh,
Um,
During either player's main phase, you can pay life points so that you have 100 left. Choose one special summon the Wind Dragon Ra you control, and if you do, gains attack equal to the amount of life points paid. Once per turn, you contribute one the Wind Dragon Ra you control, gain life points equal to the attack it had on the field. So, if you ignore, okay, so we're gonna have to ignore its original summoning condition because the original summoning condition you have 100 life.
yeah,
Um, so if you summon it by any other means, then boost it with your life point with this card, and then tribute it again. You basically end up with plus whatever attack.
yep. This just seems like one of those silly like cards they make as reference to the anime.
Yeah, but I can see it having use in life or death situation.
Yeah, but why?
Say they use, say, ooh, a good question because you would want to end your board on Monster Reborn. Oh no, say if they wanted to blow up your Ra with a spell or trap, you can now, then tribute it to gain life instead.
Yep.
So it has uses. Are those good uses? Probably not.
Yeah. Oh god. I'm looking at this support and going, this looks good on the casual level, but unless someone finds a way to make it splashable for meta decks, I don't think this is gonna be viable. Because I think this would be an engine.
I mean, let's be fair. The slime stuff itself is alright, but like
Yeah.
all the Wind Dragon Raw support is just not.
Yeah. And then you have the holding arms, holding legs, ML reflect slime reprints, which I don't think were viable to begin with. So,
Nope.
oh, maybe Mel reflect slime. Just maybe. Okay, that's everything we're going to talk about. We're not going to be talking about Charmers as much as I want to talk about Charmers.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it for a whole other video on its own because like both me and Zayden know a lot about that about
No, I know,
Chalmers.
I know a lot more. You just play the fucking familiars like a pussy.
I mean, I at least know what they can do and what combos they can pull off on their own.
Yeah, you play all the boring rank 4 ones.
I mean, the rank 4 plays aren't even.
See, anyway, that's, yep, that's it.
Pretty much.
Yep, thanks for coming, Ethan. I don't know when we're going to do another news video, because there's nothing really newsworthy. Because that was
Until
like,
I mean, outside of the trauma stuff, which we're gonna leave here video.
yeah, but seeing that
I mean, I could.
they've been slowly leaking the new Charmer stuff, very very slowly.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Um.
convinced at this point that the Charmer structure deck is not going to be intended to make it viable, but just as a fan service thing.
Or even just like adding like the rest of the Charmer link.
Yeah,
Because let's be honest, their link cards are great.
but here's the thing: we just got the last Charmer link in Eternity
Did we?
Code, and the Charmer support seems like it's setting itself up to be only focusing on the original four, not the light and dark.
Ugh.
Which is actually kind of disappointing because Lin and Lin and Dark, which are the light and dark charmers, they have their own references. Like, because if you're familiar with the FP card art, it's actually kind of a
Yeah.
reference in a way. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
a bit concerned why they're not going to be acknowledging them so far. Like, if you look in the food spell, they're not in it. And then you look at all the token card art that's already out for the Charmers, they're not in it as well. It's just the original four.
I mean, like Chalmers have sort of a story, so maybe what they're doing is they're avoiding them until the last moment, with like revealing the whole story aspect of it. Because like if we look back at the story aspect, like there was originally only the four Chalmers.
Of course,
The
yeah,
other
but
two came in. The other two came in later, which again, that gives us to believe that the structure deck will have, as you said, lots of fan service in regards to the story of the Chalmers, because like it's one of the longest running stories. Like there is a story there, but we don't know a lot at all about it,
hmm.
because like unlike say the World Legacy or Dual Terminal, like they constantly printed trap cards and spell cards with card art to make the story go along, but we haven't really had that with it. Sure, we've had like good card art out of them. Like we haven't really had a story.
Hmm. But yeah, anyway,
Yeah,
we talked more about that than more we should have. So
yeah, we're gonna. I mean, I'm gonna be a bit more in depth when we get to that as well, like because
yeah.
there's a lot to talk.
Hmm. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I think we should end it here now. We've been recording for the last hour and 6 minutes, and that's gonna be a pain for me to compress. So, yay, compressing. Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of bits where you just cut out where I left.
I could, but that also filled it in with me talking about other things. So
That's sort of.
so yeah,
Or you could split it up. Or you could split it up based on certain aspects,
I could.
like have it be a two-parter or something.
No, it's been a week. I might as well upload this whole thing. Like, I could just compress it, and then that'll probably be like probably just under a gig, and that'll just take me like a couple hours to upload. It'll be fine.
Well, and also something we can do is we can have in the description
Oh, in the description,
timestamps
yeah, timestamps.
and let them just go to things.
That's a lot of effort, but fine. All right. Alright.
It's not that.
It's time, and I have other uses of my time, like other videos that no one watches. Yay! Yeah, no. Alright. Uh, let's stop now. Do you want to say bye first, or should I say bye?
I have coffee.
Okay then, bye.